13 Connects and the Just One Project have teamed up to support those in need with a bottled water drive.
Here to share more is Brooke Neubauer, founder and CEO of the Just One Project. Welcome back.
Hey.
Thank you so much. It's always fantastic starting a morning with you guys.
Well, we love having you on the couch with us. So tell us a bit about the mission and vision behind the Just One Project.
So the Just One Project, we connect the community to fresh groceries, to wraparound services, to supportive services. Consider our Food for All programs as a welcoming mat to get clients to come into the door, and then we find out how else we can help them, because we know that food insecurity is the tip of the iceberg oftentimes.
Yeah, I mean that's an important aspect that people need to be aware of. But what first triggered the you to start the organization? Where was the spark for
Well, it was that I did my first charitable thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was the best feeling I've ever had in my entire life, and I want to do more of it. But then I thought, who else do I know in my sphere that this isn't a part of life, but it would be if you just invited them. So then the Just One Project came to life because I just wanted to inspire people that it takes just one person or just one thing to make a difference.
Right.
It's a very powerful mission and a vision that you created, and the inspiration that you have in the community and with other people to do good is so great. Now, what are some of the programs and initiatives that you do at the Just One Project?
Yeah, so Food for All is our largest, and that bleeds into our wraparound services, but we have no-cost community markets, which are free grocery stores with wraparound services. We have this amazing program called Groceries on the Go, which is an affordable mobile grocery store that goes into food deserts where they don't have access to affordable or even a grocery store. So affordability and transportation, two major barriers that prevent people from accessing healthy diets.
Right. We obviously have the water drive that we're here to talk about today.
Oh my gosh,
but
yes.
Fundraising for a nonprofit is massively important. So do you guys have any upcoming events or projects that are
We have a golf tournament in October, and it is literally, people tell us it is the best, and we're biased, but but golfers tell us it is literally the best golf tournament of the year because it's designed for the golfer. It's literally created so that they can come and give back and have an absolute blast.
Nice.
So if you're a golfer,
hey, I do. I
It's
have
in
my own
October.
set of clubs.
You know, I can swing, but I'm not very good.
you're a major. That's I'm impressed. Okay.
Yes, I'm into it. I love it.
I need lessons.
Okay,
So
we can do
you
them
can help
together.
me.
You're going to
We
teach
can
lessons
do them together.
now? Oh, I think you're going to teach
No. We're
lessons.
going to do
Wow.
lessons together because
I need
I'm
you to give
improving
me
my
lessons.
game
Yes.
here. Well, how can people, get involved? What are some of the ways, other than, obviously donations and fundraising is important, but what are some ways that you could really use a hand?
The great thing about the Just One Project is we have no age requirement for volunteers. So that means if you have a family and you want to wake up on a Saturday morning, but you want to go volunteer, but you have kids, come together as a family. We have Monday through Saturday volunteer opportunities. So when you guys get off of work, you guys want to go and volunteer. We literally have so many amazing opportunities, and the gift of your treasure is amazing, but the gift of your time in your hands is the most valuable thing we have, and to share it with a nonprofit is really just remarkable because we serve 20,000 people every single month, and there's no way we could do it with our 60 staff. We need our 1,000 volunteers that come every month.
Yeah, we're asking people to come in and donate water to the station here.
Yes.
Are there other ways people can help out? I mean, if they're busy right now, can they make monetary donations?
Absolutely.
Are there other places they can drop off the water as well?
Absolutely. Finley is a partner in this, which is amazing. And there is some links on, I'm sure, Channel 13 News and the Just One Project where there are some different drop-off areas. But I think it's really amazing to remember that water it's a basic need, but it's become a luxury because it is so expensive, just with anything else.
That's
so
insane.
if you think about next time you grab a bottle of water, just think about people that are living below the poverty line. That's a struggle for them to purchase, or even our homeless that they need water. So it's a very, very generous gift that people are doing through this drive that you guys have come up with. So we're really excited and grateful.
Yeah.
Now, you have seen over the years all of these different initiatives grow. I mean, what has this felt like for you from the very beginning and seeing where it's at today?
I think that the coolest thing for me to see with the Just One Project is how much we collaborate with different organizations. I mean, we work our food, the water, I mean, some of this water is going to go to the Metro community engagement team so that they can pass out water when they're talking with people that they see that are at risk and need that.
Well,
So
we
I think it's
love
a
having you in
collaboration.
here, and it's an incredible cause,
Thank
and we're excited to be a
you.
part of this. And we're trying to get as much water as we can.
Yes,
But guys, visit thejustonproject.com to learn more about how you can help. Remember, the drive is on right now and runs through Friday, June the 28th.